Hello everybody, this is Tim, and I got another message from another viewer, and he is new to role-playing, and he was curious to see what I could offer or suggest for games to get into, how to start a group, just really, what to do if you're interested in role-playing to start role-playing. And at first I kind of had to think a little bit, because it's been so long since I jumped into this hobby that I was trying to even remember what I was thinking at the time when I first, came to the hobby. What did I do? Did I just, how did I really? Where did I start? Because it's, especially if you haven't had any experience with it, or maybe you didn't have anybody in your life that was playing these games, you really don't know where to start. And since I think role-playing games aren't as popular today as they were like back in the 80s, that how do you go about it? What do you do? And I wanted to read his email for everybody. Hey Tim, I'm new to role playing, and I've never ran anything. I've never even been in a gaming store or club. I have Pathfinder, and I'd like to start DMing, but should I start with something simpler? Do you have any games in PDF you could share with me or link to me? Should I start by trying to find a group to game with before I DM? What do you think I should do? And he says, thanks. And that's kind of tough. I think I'm going to start out with... Alright, so he has Pathfinder. And Pathfinder is a perfectly good game. I would recommend, probably, if you're going to go the Pathfinder route, to try to find a game, a group that's playing Pathfinder, and to kind of get enmeshed in the rules and see how they work, and read up on the book yourself, and just try to get used to how it does things, because it's very similar to Dungeons and Dragons version 3.5, but it has its own little tweaks and differences. Some just free PDFs that are out there. There are lots of free RPGs. I don't even think I could, just off the top of my head, there's a lot of games out there. So just two that pop in my head just right off the bat, because they're two games that I like that are free and pre-rules light. One is Labyrinth Lord. I've been running a campaign in that recently, and it's a free retro clone of Dungeons and Dragons Basic and Expert, and this was back in the 80s when this stuff came out. So that's free. I'll link to it. And Barbarians of Lemuria is another one that I've talked about before. It's a free sword and sorcery type of game. Those are very simple games. If that's not your bag, that's cool. No big deal. But I'll link to them. Try to find a gaming club. If just type it into Google in your town, city, whatever, and type in gaming club and see if anything pops up. Gaming clubs would be a really good place to start, because you have a big pool of people that you can talk to and interact with, and hopefully there's some room for games. I know my gaming club brings in new people, and they're kind of blown away sometimes that complete strangers will be nice to them and want them to be in their game or sit down and play something. So definitely check those out. Should you start DMing right away? Some people do it. I guess I'm one of those people, because it was me and my brother and some of the local neighborhood kids when I first started playing, and someone had to know the rules, so that was left down to me, since I was, I guess, the oldest, and I was more interested in it, I guess, or more excited about trying it. So if you're one of those people, that could work. If you want to do Pathfinder, sit down, like I said, and read over the rules multiple times, take notes, just get familiar with the game. The best case scenario would be, however, to find a group that already is going on, people that know the rules and can help you, and give you some of that hands-on experience, because for certain RPGs, and just RPGs in general, it's hard to explain what they are to people. And you can have different experiences with different groups too. So just because, like, let's say if you have a bad experience with one group, that's not what role-playing is for everybody. But in my experience, having some interaction with players that are sitting down and playing once a week is a good suggestion. So Some free games listed. There's lots of other free RPGs out there. I think there's going to be a lot more as the years go on. Check those out. Read over Pathfinder a bunch of times. Take notes. Either start up your group or join a group. Finding players. You can find players at gaming stores and online. Maybe even recruit some of your own friends. That's really what my main source of players has been over the years. Although lately, since I've gotten older, strangers seem to be more. People I don't know until I played a game with them. So check those out. And what do I think you should do? Have fun. Try to come up with a way to get a group together and have fun with it. Don't stress too much if you mess up the rules at first, because that'll come in time. So try to have fun. Try to make a group. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask me if I wasn't clear about something, or there's a point I made that you want more information about. So have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you later.